Conversation, take one. Hello, ill community. This is Ill, the inspirational black man, and welcome to an ill conversation. So, it's been a while since I've posted anything here. Been kind of procrastinating, and also just things have been happening. So, number one, let's start with some notes. So what I used to do, I used to record on my Sony vlog monitor, but around Christmas time, I was getting out of the car and I had it in my hand, and I dropped it, and it shattered with no issue at all. What the Sony vlog monitor did was it allowed you to put your Sony phone on the back of it, and you could like square yourself up, make sure you're in frame. Without it, you don't know if if your head's cut off in the shot or anything. So I really like this setup. Everything had just uploaded up to Google Drive, and I downloaded it, edited iMovie, and just uploaded that way. Um, I don't know if I want to get another one. I kind of do because I do like that setup. It's kind of a run and gun type, on the go. Had a mic you can plug into the side of it for enhanced audio. Right now what I'm using is I just got me a new M4 iPad Pro, and I just downloaded the Final Cut Pro for iPad. I haven't used it yet, so this is gonna be like my first trial of using it, see how that turns out. I used the Mac version a couple of years ago. I just never broke down and bought the $300 version. I wanted to, but just never made around to doing it. I think I am eventually gonna get another vlog monitor, but for now, I think I'm gonna kind of lean a little bit towards Apple with the M4 and the Final Cut Pro. I still have my Zoom 4 Essential and my mic that I'm using here. As you can see here, I forgot the name of it. I haven't used it in so long. So I'm just gonna kind of use this as my studio setup, and then use my vlog monitor as the running gun. So that's gonna be the changes to my workflow. Um, and also, I got an email the other day, probably about 3 weeks ago. Westcott, they have the. Let me plug my laptop in. They have the Ice Light threes just came out. Um, I bought these about 10 years ago when I first started doing photography. They were like, actually, I'm using one now as a video light, and what it was is kind of a portable light source. They didn't really wasn't the brightest thing in the world, but it was very flexible. The only thing, they were like $500 a piece back then. Ended up getting three of them. But now, like when you turn it on, well, probably, this one still kind of works or whatever, but you have to have it plugged in now. The battery, I guess, has died over the last 10 years. So I was debating about getting another one because they're really portable. You slide them in a backpack or whatever. They're pretty small or whatever. They're not fragile at all. I think they're like $2.99 now, so they're half the price, and they have made enhancements over them. So kind of debating about getting one of those or two of those for my video setup. Like I said, they're portable, so they'll work in the studio and on the go. Next is my fitness journey. I saw a video a while ago. I don't remember the lady's name. She was talking about how walking was like the most natural form of exercise and how beneficial it was. So some mornings I get up and walk 5 miles around the neighborhood, or some days I walk from home from work and it's like 7.5 miles. Um, the 5 mile walk is about 10,000 steps, and then the 7.5 mile walk, I think it's more like 15,000 steps. Um, but by walking, I have decreased my A1C level. I am diabetic. It was 13 plus. I'm down to a 7.3 now within, just 3 months of me just doing this walking or whatever. My weight, I'm down from, I was fluctuating anywhere between 295 and 289 or something like that. Last I checked, I'm down to 278. So everything's coming along with my weight loss. I feel better and all that good stuff. So my next thing is I want to get into some more finance based literature videos or whatever. my tax preparer. She said whenever she was done with tax season, she was gonna sit down and do a video with me about you know about tax and other finances like high yield savings and keeping your credit as good as possible, just investing, high yield savings accounts, stuff like that. Like I said, it's just stuff that doesn't get talked about enough in our community. A lot of people, when we get our little money, we don't want to go floss and just kind of blow money on whatever. But um, a lot of us, like I tell people, we really don't have much control over what comes into our bank accounts. Like if you're hourly, for example, and you only can work 40 hours a week, there's nothing you can do to increase that. But you do have full control over what goes out. Some things that I've been changing over the last few months, being that I can't control what comes in, is I started counseling some of my streaming services. I noticed the new trend now where they'll put a new show out and they kind of get you hooked, and then like every Friday or every Wednesday a new episode come out. So I was like, I'm just gonna cancel it until the season ends, and I go in, pay my little monthly fee, go in and binge watch everything, and then cancel again. Because it's just crazy how every show was like, oh, next episode comes out on Friday. So, like I said, just get rid of them while you can, for a little bit, and then, or just get rid of one and then binge watch the other, then cancel that one and go back to the other, binge watch that one. So, um, another thing that you can do is less eating out. Notice when you eat more, cook from home, it's a little bit cheaper nowadays. I know grocery prices have increased over the last few years, but it's still cheaper and more convenient to eat at home. You can clean up, make bigger portions if you wish. Um, Summertime, you can also, the control what goes out is to control your thermostat. Um, have a few changes here at home, so I'm not having to keep the whole house cool like I used to. So usually around this time of the year, my utility bill is it varies anywhere from like 380 up to like 600 last month. I was like, wow, summertime is insane. But I got my first, I guess you can call it summertime bill. It was only 198 this time, so I'm excited about that. So I'm gonna keep this trend going, and as long as I can keep my utilities under 300, I can put more into my savings and put more into my Charles Schwab, so I can get a little bit more serious into my investing. Um, Summertime, you can always get those little window fans. They get a little breeze in because a lot of times it's maybe hot outside, but you can get that little breeze going. Also, it also airs the house out, kind of get it smelling good and fresh, instead of that closed in smell. And also in the wintertime, instead of turning on the heater, you can always get thicker blankets and um, thicker blankets and wear thicker clothes in the wintertime that'll cut back on the heating. So, and then lastly, this video actually went a little faster than I thought it would, but I did talk about earlier. I just had some changes in my household, so just it's just is kind of a difficult time for me right now, where you've been with someone for like 15 years, and then out of nowhere they were like, what, I think I want a break. And one of the hardest things that I'm dealing with this situation is, just how do you give someone space while also letting them know that you're wanting to fight for their relationship? You want to give them their space as they requested, because it's what they want. And by not granting them that, you're not making the situation any better, but it's just so hard, giving them that space that they're requesting, and trying to keep your sanity, and just also, what do you do to let someone know, hey, I'm still ready, willing to fight for our relationship? What the little situation we had, it wasn't it wasn't the worst thing in the world, just something that came up, and like I said, after 15 years, it's like, wow. So, well, let me go ahead and end this video now. Like I stated, this video did run along a little faster than I thought it would. I'm just testing out my new little setup. Like I say, you may see another Sony vlog monitor soon, but you will see a lot more of the iPad M4 with the Final Cut Pro. I'm about to start editing this now. Ice Light, probably not so much. Like I said, these ones that I do have now, they are perfect for plugging in for in the studio. Um, Expect a few more things about finance, financial literature, financial conversations, but just about how we can start building generational wealth instead of building, flossing and just burning money on things that don't even matter. It's like we know the price of everything, but we didn't know the value of nothing. So, but as I stated, let me go ahead and end this video now. Thanks for tuning in to a ill conversation. This one is a short edition conversation with self. About to end this, and appreciate you for dialing in. Peace.